Hey guys, Tara here with your United Child Actors Network tip of the week. Today I wanted to talk to you about memorizing lines because as children, sometimes they get these crazy long scripts and it's really difficult for them to sit down and really commit to memorizing sometimes 12 pages of a script. So here are some tips for you. The first one is visualization. If your child has had any type of acting lessons, more than likely the coach has told them, get into reading. Make sure that they read as many books as possible. The reason being is that it triggers your imagination. When you read a book, you have to visualize the environment and where you are. The same holds true for acting. You're sometimes in a cold, sterile room in a casting office when you're auditioning in person, and now in the world of self-tapes, you're normally in your house, so it's not the environment like you would get on set. So you have to make it up in your mind. And the more you can be specific about sights and sounds and feels and what the other person looks like that's reading with you and where you're sitting and what time of day it is, will make all the difference in the world with the audition. Because when you're on set, you have the setting around you. It's much more difficult to audition than to work on set. So when they get a script, make sure they read everything on the page. And as they're going through that script, have them visualize exactly what is happening. Tip number 2, audible. We're all different learners. There's auditory, visual, and tactile, which means some of us learn by hearing, seeing, or doing. Finding out what type of learner your child is will be highly beneficial in their acting career. You can literally Google online to see what type of learner my child is, and you can take a simple free quiz and it'll tell you how your child learns best. So if it is audible, one of the best ways you can help them learn lines is to simply record their lines into a phone. Have them record them because then they are speaking them and they are also hearing them. And that is a wonderful way to just get it in their bones if they listen to it over and over and over again. The third technique is writing your lines down. My daughter worked with an A-list actress who said this is the only way that she could get these lines solidified in her mind. But there's an additional tip that I'm going to give you. If there is a line that your child just cannot get, and I'm telling you this happens to all actors. Sometimes it's a poorly written script or it's a period piece. It's something that they're just not used to speaking that way and it just will not get into their head and they're tongue-tied every time they say it. Write down pictures next to those words so that they can correlate the words to pictures. So if they're talking about sitting by a park bench by the river under the sun, you could have a park bench, river, and sun written beside the script so that they suddenly remember the visual cues of the park bench, the river, and the sun. And if it's a monologue, you can write the pictures all the way down the side, and it's just another way for your child to remember the visualization of the objects versus all of the words that are on the page. So there's no right or wrong technique out there for memorizing lines. Find what works best for your child. I hope this was helpful for you. Continue to break a leg.